And good afternoon, everyone. It's game 3 of our 4-game session. And this is the 2 undefeateds. This is the winner's bracket game. The number 1 seed, South Georgia Lady Hawks, and the number 2 seed, Georgia Military Academy Lady Bulldogs. Both of these teams got here with wins yesterday. Georgia Military with a 9-4 victory over Darton. And South Georgia State with the amazing comeback over Georgia Highlands 5-4 with 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th. And that's how we got here to this winner's bracket game. Win or lose, these two teams continue to play, but the winner will definitely have the advantage as they will be playing in the championship game tomorrow at 3 o'clock. The loser of this one will play the winner of our last game tonight between Darton and Georgia Highlands. Leading off for Georgia Military, shortstop Taylor Little. On the mound is Samantha Hayes, or on the circle as I have been corrected, Samantha Hayes. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Billy Mortensen behind the plate. Shane Head at first. Lee Gray down at third base. Winner's bracket game. Glad you've joined us here. Rain has left us. Conditions are perfect. Puffy clouds in the sky. Sun is being filtered in and out. And a lot of enthusiasm here for this one. Hayes delivers. That one's hit foul down the third base line. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Just underway here from Locust Grove, Strong Rock Christian School, the GCAA Women's Softball Tournament. Hayes' pitch just fouled out of play again. Taylor Little stays alive. Again, South Georgia State with the amazing comeback win last night. Grounded back to the pitcher. One hopper to Hayes over the first in time for out number 1. That's going to bring up Ansley Wilbanks. Ansley Wilbanks, the GCAA Most Valuable Player. We got that announcement today. Left-handed batter. Hits it down third base. Up, throws, got her by a step. Good play by Shelby Lacey down at third. So out number 2 is recorded. And Danielle Downs, first team designated player. Nobody on, 2 out here. Hayes' first pitch, to Downs is a ball, 1-0. Again, glad you've joined us here for this winner's bracket game. In there for a strike. 1-1 the count. That one is hit to the first baseman. Line drive caught, and that's an out. 3 up, 3 down here for Georgia Military. And their half of the first. South Georgia State will come up for their first hacks. No score here. Bottom of the first inning. Our winner's bracket game. And again, the number 1 and number 2 seeds here playing in this winner's bracket. And number 13, Madison Messer, will be on the circle for Georgia Military. Messer completing her warm-up tosses. Chelsea Lyons, Megan Farmer, and Michaela Clark, 1, 2, and 3 for South Georgia State. Again, game 3 of our session here. This is the winner's bracket game. Messer about to complete her tosses here, and we're going to get underway in the bottom of the first. Again, Mike Flowers with you, James Crenshaw, and Joe Holland, our camera person. We're running behind schedule, as per usual on these tournaments. Some of these games take a little longer than others. The first batter in is Chelsea Lyons, center fielder. Madison Messer toes the rubber and comes to the plate. Pop foul down the left field line. Left fielder giving it a chase but can't get it. 1 strike the count. Lyons, the left-handed batter. Second pitch, excuse me. Framed it, and it's a strike. 0-2 the count. Again, Billy Mortensen calling the balls and strikes behind home plate. Billy has a delayed call, so I'm going to have to be careful not to call it before he does. Grounded to the second baseman. One knee, throws to first. Errant throw, and there's going to be a runner on first. The second baseman, Jordan Cruz, tried to get it to the first baseman, Danielle Downs, and it couldn't be handled. So Chelsea Lyons stands at first. That's going to bring up second baseman Megan Farmer. Grounded to the shortstop. Flip to second. Out there. It's taken out on the slide. Runner reaches on a fielder's choice. Again, as we said last night, the second baseman, left-handed, kind of unique, but they get the lead runner, Michaela Clark, to the plate. One out here. Runner on first. That pitch is a bit high. Messer's pitch. Throw down to second as the steal. It gets by. Farmer's going to go into third with the slide, and she's in there safely. So a stolen base and takes third on the error. The ball just couldn't be handled by the shortstop. Got by her, and you see on the replay, Farmer slides in safely. So a runner on third, one out. The Lady Hawks have something going here. That pitch is low. 3-1 to count. Messer's pitch is a strike. The pitch, sky to center field. Drifting over, runner will tag. Throw to the plate is strong but not accurate, and the run scores, and it's 1-0. Ansley Wheelbanks threw it on the fly to home, but not accurate, and the runner easily scores. It's 1-0, South Georgia. So a sack fly for Michaela Clark. That's going to bring up Whitney Oliver. That pitch is cut out and missed. So 1-0 here, bottom of the first. Popped up, first baseman drifts over, Downs gathers it, and the out is completed. But 1 run for South Georgia State as they break on top here at the end of 1. This is the GCAA Women's Softball Tournament on the GCAA Sports Network, powered by Jock Jive.
Southern to serve to begin this one. He's got running room. Midfield kicks it in. 40. Got one guy to beat, and he beats him easily into the end zone.
Watch right here on TopTime.com.
Mosley. Now in the game. She's been the head coach. Proceeds on her part.
Top of the second inning here, 1-0. South Georgia State leads it. Georgia Military coming up to bat here. Winner of this one will advance to tomorrow's championship game at 3 o'clock. Weather permitting. Hayes toes the rubber. Kylie Rediger at the plate. And that's in there for a strike. That pitch is low, 1-0. Popped up. And it's going to be foul ball to the screen here. That one's grounded up the middle. Shortstop over, lead to first. Great play in time. Rediger, a second team all battery selection. Grounds out to Lee. Who was a second team all infield selection in the region team. That's going to bring up Jordan Cruz. Grounded to the second baseman. Scoops and throws easily out number 2. Farmer gets it over to Michaela Clark, so 2 easy outs here in the inning. And that's going to bring up Jade Moncrief. Grounded foul down the third base line. Third base coach trying for a kick save there. Unsuccessful, I might add. Again, a good breeze blowing from right field to left field. Anything that gets put in the air into the alley and left has a chance to go. And it's getting stronger. Two and one to count. And Having to hold my papers down here in the portico. Foul back to the screen. Moncrief count even at 2-2. We had a little rain shower in the second game. Everything has stopped since then. Sun peeks in every now and then through the clouds. Pop foul out of play. We're getting to the time of day again when the sun starts to sink lower on the horizon down behind home plate that we have a sun field. We may not have much of that today. Moncrief pops it foul out of play. Next pitch, line up the middle, base hit. Moncrief with a single. First hit of the game for Georgia Military. Kirsten Albright will come to the plate. First pitch to Albright is the ball, 1-0. Third baseman steps in there. That pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1. Hayes kicks and fires. Just a bit out of the zone, 2-1. Albright hacks at that one, fouls it at the plate. Count level at 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, runner on first. Hayes wheels and delivers. Back up to the second baseman. Farmer scoops, throws, and that ends the inning. Georgia Military strands a runner. They do not score. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Still 1-0 South Georgia State. GCAA women's tournament here on Jock Jive. Like I say, glad you've joined us here this afternoon for this winner's bracket game, our third of 4 this afternoon. South Georgia State, the number 1 seed, 31 wins on the year. But this is what you expected, number 1 and number 2 seed playing here. Madison Messer takes the ball, and she's fixing to warm it up here. Trailing 1-0, bottom of the second inning. Earlier today, in the games prior to ours, our leadoff game is Georgia Highlands beat Andrew College 9-1. And the game prior to ours, Darton beat East Georgia 6-1. So in the game following ours, Darton and Georgia Highlands will play. The winner to advance to the 1 o'clock game tomorrow against the loser of this one, and the loser to go home. So Messer about to start inning number 2. And Summer Lee at the plate. Popped up. Second baseman drifts over and gathers it in foul territory for out number 1. South Georgia State, with the uniforms that they have on, very hard to see the numbers. They are an announcer's nightmare. They look good, you just can't see the numbers very well from a distance. Shelby Lacey at the plate. So Cruz records the first out. That pitch is low. 1-0 to count. Pitch is low. 2-0. Messer trying to get Lacey out here. That pitch is a called strike. 2-1. Next pitch. Breaks it in there for a strike. 2-2 to count. So Messer has come back to even the count with Lacey. Pitch. Pop to the shortstop. 3 steps over, grabs it for out number 2. Taylor Little records the out. And that's going to bring up Amy Latner, the catcher. So 2 quick outs here for Georgia Military. Swung on and missed. 0-1. Messer's next pitch. Inside for a ball. Count even at 1. Next pitch. Catcher framed that one, and it's called a strike. 1-2. Messer's next pitch. High. Latner almost offered at it, but didn't. Count even at 2. Pop foul out of play. We'll do it again. Bottom of the second inning here. Messer kicks and fires. Grounded foul into the dugout. Georgia Military on the third base side. Pops out of there. Retrieved by the left fielder. Messer rocks and fires. Sky to center field on her horse. Running, great running catch by the Georgia Military center fielder, Ansley Wilbanks. That's why she's the MVP. Watch it again on the replay as we go out. Great running catch. Read it well. At the end of 2, 1-0, South Georgia State leads it. This is the GCAA Women's Softball Tournament on the GCAA Sports Network, powered by Jock Jive.
Southern to serve to begin this time. He's got running room. Midfield kicks it in. 40. Got one guy to beat, and he beats him easily into the end zone.
Watch right here on GCAA.com.
Mosley. That was 20 in the game. Well, she's been the head coach, but she's done her part for the season.
Top of the third inning, about to get underway here. Samantha Hayes warming up. 1-0. The Lady Hawks of South Georgia State lead it. Sarah Alderman will be leading off for Georgia Military in a 1-0 ball game here. Hayes looks in. First pitch to Alderman. That one tails outside. 1-0 to count. Next pitch hit foul down that left field line. Got out in front of that one. Had home run distance, but just foul. Again, a very good breeze blowing right to left. Grounded to the shortstop. Lee up, throws over the first, and it cannot be held by the first baseman. So Alderman reaches. Summer Lee scooped it. The throw was low, and the first baseman could not get it on the bounce. They would have had her. Jenny McDaniel, the right fielder, runs up as if to bunt. Strike is in there, 0-1 the count. If Lee had that one to do over again, she'd make a little better throw. Bunt is laid down beautifully. Over the first, and they throw it away. The runner is going to go to third. Alderman. McDaniel is going to reach. So uncharacteristically, South Georgia State has made two throwing mistakes here. One by the shortstop, one by the second baseman. Runners at first and third, nobody out. Again, to throw to the running lane there. So 2 on, nobody out. And that's going to bring up Taylor Little to the plate. So Hayes needing to work out of some difficulty here. 1-0, top of the third inning. Grounded back to the pitcher. They got the runner in a rundown. Going to chase her back, and they're going to tag her out. Throw to third. Runner is in there safely. So basically, nothing doing there. Alderman, the ball hit right back to the pitcher, went on contact. So Little reaches on a fielder's choice. And now Ansley Wheelbanks to the plate. Alderman probably should not have left third. Wheelbanks goes up as if to bunt. Throw down to second. They got the runner caught there. The runner dives back to first. Throw to the plate. And she's safe. They get the runner out at second, but the runner steals home from third. So it's 1-1 as you watch the replay again. Wheelbanks pops it up foul on the dugout. I don't know if we can get a close-up of the play back at home, but the runner broke from third and beat the tag. And there you see her come sliding in. And he was emphatic on the call, safe. Wheelbanks pops it into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. So Wheelbanks with a single, 1-1 here. Georgia Military has run themselves into 2 outs, but they've gotten the tying run. Again, you see the replay of the runner coming home. Got that hand just in before the tag, as the tag was placed on the hip. So Georgia Military has had a runner thrown out and a run down at home plate, a runner thrown down between first, cut down between first and second in a rundown. But they've tied it up here, 1-1. Danielle Downs to the plate. Coach of the Year, Nikki Levering, talking to her players. So we're tied at 1 in this winner's bracket game. So the meeting at the circle, breaks up. Downs steps into the batter's box. Hayes' pitch is a bit low. Two and 0 the count. Next pitch on the outside corner, strike 2-1. Next pitch, cut on and miss, foul back to the screen. Count is level at 2. Hayes looks over to the dugout, now comes to the plate. Cut on and foul there. Down stays alive. 1-1 your score, top of the third. Fouled back out of play. We'll redo the 2-2 pitch. Just off the plate outside, 3-2. That pitch is inside and Downs walks. Downs draws the base on ball. That's going to bring up Kylie Rediger to the plate. The catcher at the plate. Runner on first. That pitch on the outside corner, no call there, 1-0 to count. Again, that pitch tails outside, 2-0. Another pitch that sweeps outside, 3-0. Hayes taking all the way is Rediger, 3-1. Grounded sharp into the third baseman. Steps on the bag for the force, and that ends the inning. But Georgia Military comes back with 1 run. They strand a couple. And as you watch the replay here, the force out at third. Bottom of the third coming up. This is the GCAA Women's Softball Tournament on the GCAA Sports Network, powered by Jock Jive.
Southern to serve to begin this winning time. He's got running room. Infield kicks it in. 40. Got one guy to beat, and he beats him easily into the end zone.
One right here on JockJive.com.
Mosley now with 20 in the game. She's been the head coach. But she's done her part for the season.
Bottom of the third inning, Madison Messer's team has come back to tie it up. and South Georgia State will be at the plate. Lauren Mertz to lead it off. 1-1 here in this winner's bracket game, bottom of the third. Glad you've joined us here on Jock Jive. James Crenshaw, our technical engineer, been doing some yeoman work today. First pitch is in there for a strike, caught the outside corner. Pitch by Messer on the corner again, called for a strike. 0-2. Lauren Mertz followed by Hallie Pierce and Chelsea Lyons. That pitch is fouled out of play. That pitch is just a bit outside. 1-2. On the outside corner, called a strike. Mertz caught looking. Catcher framed that one beautifully, got the call for the pitcher. Hallie Pierce at the plate. The right fielder runs up as if to slap at it. It's a strike. Bottom of the third inning here. Again, runs up as if to slap at it. They appeal. They say no strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. Again, she runs up for it. And that's low, 2-1. Messer delivers, and again, fouled away at the plate as Pierce tried to slap one. Count is level at 2. Grounded to the first baseman, beats her to the bag. Out number 2 is recorded. Danielle Downs takes it unassisted. So 2 outs for Chelsea Lyons, who reached on an error in her first plate appearance. We're tied 1-1. Grounded again to the second baseman, throws over the first, and that's an easy inning for Madison Messer. Georgia Military 3 up, 3 down. Top of the fourth coming up. 1-1 your score. This is the GCAA Women's Softball Tournament on the GCAA Sports Network, powered by Jock Jive.
Southern to serve to begin this time. He's got running room. Midfield kicks it in. 40. Got one guy to beat, and he beats him easily into the end zone.
Watch right here on JockJive.com.
Mosley. Now 20 in the game. Oh, she's been the head coach, but she's done her part for the season.
Top of the fourth inning, about to get underway. We're in a 1-1 tie here in this winner's bracket game between the number 1 seed South Georgia State Hawks and the number 2 seed Georgia Military Academy Bulldogs. GMC and South Georgia. Jordan Cruz leads it off for the Bulldogs. Samantha Hayes toes the rubber. That pitch is in there for a strike. Again, Billy Mortensen with that delayed call. That one's hit to the right fielder, a couple of steps in, and now back one and hauls it in for out number one. Hallie Pierce out there read that one well. One out in the inning. Jade Moncrief at the plate, singled in her first plate appearance. That one's in there for a strike, down in the count 0-1. A good breeze again coming through the portico here. Popped up. Down the line, everybody charging, and it's going to drop out of play. Strike two. Everybody converging on that one, and it fell in the perfect place. Again, the breeze has kicked up here dramatically. You get one in the air to left field, it's going to go. Georgia Military College, coached by Ashley Bunn, assistant coach Eddie Wise, popped up right field, and it's going to drop. It got over the second baseman's head and fell in front of the right fielder. And Moncrief has a second single of the game. Megan Farmer and Hallie Pierce could not get it. And third baseman Kirsten Albright comes to the plate. That first pitch is outside, 1-0. You saw the replay there. It just fell right over the second baseman's glove. Pitch popped up, and it's caught by the catcher for out number two. Good play by Amy Latner as she catches the foul pop. And that's going to bring up Sarah Alderman, the left fielder, who singled in her first plate appearance. Catcher threw the helmet behind her so she wouldn't trip over it, and caught the foul. That pitch in there for a strike. Next pitch is grounded up the middle. Second baseman to her knees, shuffles it to the shortstop. Lee for the out. Good play by Megan Farmer. And Georgia Military College strands a runner. We go to the bottom of the fourth, still 1-1. This is a GCAA women's softball tournament on the GCAA Sports Network, powered by Jock Jive.
Southern to serve to begin this time. He's got running room. Infield kicks it in. 40. Got one guy to beat, and he beats him easily into the end zone.
One right here on JockJive.com.
Mosley. Now with 20 in the game. Oh, she's been the head coach, but she's done her part for the season.
And we're back here from the GCAA women's softball tournament. I believe we've got a lightning delay. They're taking the players off the field. We got a cloud coming from our right. And I believe a lightning strike was in the area. So, yes, we have a lightning delay. So, James, whisper in my ear. Tell me what you want me to do here. Say that one more time, please. All right, we're going to take a break here. This is the GCAA women's softball tournament on the GCAA Sports Network, powered by Jock Jive.
Southern to serve to begin this retirement. He's got running room. Midfield kicks it in. 40. Got one guy to beat, and he beats him easily into the end zone.
Watch right here on GCAA.com.
Mosley now with 20 in the game. Well, she's been the head coach, but she's done her part for the season. Southern to serve to begin this retirement. He's got running room. Midfield kicks it in. 40. Got one guy to beat, and he beats him easily into the end zone.
Watch right here on GCAA.com.
Mosley now with 20 in the game. Well, she's been the head coach, but she's done her part for the season.
And Mike Flowers back with you here, where we are in a lightning delay here. We're tied 1-1, bottom of the fourth inning. But we have to wait 30 minutes until the lightning moves away for players' safety and fan safety. So we're going to take a break too and be back when they let us resume. This is the GCAA Women's Softball Tournament. And we're back with you here from the GCAA Women's Softball Tournament here at Strong Rock School at Locust Grove. We had a lightning delay, and we had to, of course, wait the mandatory 30 minutes for the safety of the players and the spectators. We had a little bit of rain in between that break, but the storm that hit us moving rapidly from the southwest to the northeast has moved out. And we're going to resume the game to where we left off when we got delayed. We're still 1-1, bottom of the fourth inning. South Georgia State, Megan Farmer will be at the plate. Mike Flowers with you, James Crenshaw, technical engineer, producer extraordinaire, Joe Holland on camera. It's actually gotten very nice again since the little storm went by. So the pitch to Megan Farmer is a ball. 1-0 to count. Madison Messer continues to pitch. That one's in there for a strike. So if you were tuning in to see the last game of the session, we are still in our third game of the session. But this is the winner's bracket game. This one means a lot. Again, the winner of this will play for the championship at 3 o'clock tomorrow, weather permitting. Grounded up the middle. Lee throws over in time. Excuse me, that was the shortstop, Taylor Little, in time for out number one. So one out here. Michaela Clark, who had a sacrifice fly in her first appearance. And that one is in there for a strike. Again, Billy Mortensen with that delayed call. I have to make sure I do not get ahead of myself. That one is high, 1-1. Again, the smart thing to do when you have that lightning is get everybody off the field, and again, for safety. If it's within so many miles of the school, you have to do that. And anybody who's been around sports here recently knows that just about every school now has a detector on campus. So Donna Campbell and the folks here at Strong Rock got together and said, hey, we got to get off this field. Fortunately, we had no other lightning strike. Grounded again, Little back, throws across the diamond, and it's just a little too late as she beats it out. It was deep in the hole. You watch the replay here, and you see she got there by a step. So Whitney Oliver at the plate. 1-1 is your score here. One out, bottom of the fourth. This game was really moving right along. That was the comment here before we had the delay, as the two best teams in the conference were playing a very spirited game here. That one's hit to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Runners will be at first and second. Oliver with a single. So now you wonder what the delay might have done to Madison Messer. Did she have enough time to warm up? But a solid single into left field. And now Summer Lee comes to the plate. That pitch is on the inside corner for a strike. Georgia Military College, number 2 seed. South Georgia State, number 1 seed. And that one's in there for a strike, so Messer is up 0-2. Again, a lot of conversation here at the break. That pitch is on the outside corner, caught looking. Lee goes down. So 2 out in the inning. Watch this again. beautifully on the outside, rode outside, but she got the call. Shelby Lacey to the plate. Again, a lot of conversation now. We had the break here, but just how well the tournament's been attended, and again, we appreciate everybody watching online, and just again how enjoyable it is here to come to Strong Rock and do this tournament. And that one, I think, got the batter. Bases will be loaded now. Lacey hit by a pitch. Let's watch it again. And that got her on the arm. So bases are loaded for Amy Latner. That one's hit high. Right fielder going back, makes a catch on the wall. What a catch by the right fielder. Jenny McDaniel saves the day for Georgia Military. That would have been a grand slam. Watch it again. McDaniel on her horse up against the fence, leaped and caught it and brought it back in the park. Into 4, still 1-1. This is the GCAA Women's Softball Tournament on the GCAA Sports Network, powered by Jock Jive.
Southern to serve to begin this one. He's got running room. Infield kicks it in. 40. Got one guy to beat, and he beats him easily into the end zone.
One right here on topside.com.
Mosley. Play in the game. She's been the head coach. So she's done her part for the season.
One as we go to the top of the fifth. Jenny McDaniel with an absolutely fantastic catch. I don't know if James will put that one back up, but watch it again. Up against the fence, went as high as she could, brought it back into the ballpark, and prevented a grand slam. What a catch. So we're 1-1 here, top of the fifth. Samantha Hayes still in the circle. And the person who made the catch so often happens leads it off, Jenny McDaniel. That pitch is in there for a strike. McDaniel saved the day for Georgia Military. Play of the tournament right there. Grounds it foul, out of play. 0-2 the count. Hayes looks in, now delivers. That one's again grounded foul. McDaniel will come back to the plate, down in the count, 0-2. That one's hit foul down the left field, third base side, so we'll have another 0-2 count. Again, McDaniels with the great catch to end the last inning. Cut on and missed, throw down the first. And out number 1 is recorded. Catcher dropped it, threw it to first. Taylor Little at the plate. That pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. That one's hit high. Going to get to the gap and off the glove of the center fielder. Runner's going to chug in the second base, slides in safely there. And Georgia Military College has a runner in scoring position. The center fielder, Chelsea Lyons, got a glove on it on the run but couldn't corral it, and it falls in. A long run. She reached high for it but couldn't get it. So now MVP Ansley Wilbanks. She singled in her plate appearances. Hits one to the third baseman, snags it, and the runner gets back. Wilbanks is out. Good play that time by Shelby Lacey. If that would have got by her, that would have rolled to the fence. Lacey, though, snags the line drive. 2 outs. So now Danielle Downs, who's walked in the ball game, left-handed batter. Runner still stands on second. That's Taylor Little. Base hit could possibly mean a run. Pitch by Hayes. Strike called. 1-1 to count. 2 outs in the inning. Runner on second. Hayes puts one in there. It's low. 2-1. Hayes again kicks and fires. That one's popped to the second baseman. Farmer comes in a couple of steps, squeezes it for out number 3. So Georgia Military strands a runner at second. We're still 1-1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. This is the GCAA Women's Softball Tournament on the GCAA Sports Network, powered by Jock Jive.
Southern to serve to begin this retirement. He's got running room. Infield, kicks it in. 40. Got one guy to beat, and he beats him easily into the end zone.
Watch right here on JockJive.com.
Mosley. Now he's playing the game. Well, she's been the head coach, but she's done her part for the season.
Bottom of the 5th inning here, still 1-1 here in this winner's bracket game between Georgia Military and South Georgia State. South Georgia State coming to bat, and I'm joined by Donna Campbell here with me, who is in charge, made the call here to stop us on that lightning delay. Glad you stopped by and joined us.
Hey, I'm glad to be here. It's fun to watch the games on this side of the field. I'm telling you.
For all the years you were down in the dugout, you're enjoying this now.
Yes, I am. A lot less pressure, that's for sure. But
well, we've seen a good one so far between the number 1 and 2 seeds.
Exactly like you'd hope it to be. 1-1 right here in the bottom of the 5th. It's a great game.
Messer's first pitch is low, 1-0.
Has some outstanding defensive plays. I tell you, it's impressive what these young girls can do.
2-0 to count here to the leadoff batter for South Georgia State. And that one's in there for a strike. Again, I got to wait for Billy Mortensen to make that delayed call. I can't get ahead of myself here. That one's cut on and missed. And Macy Chansey, number 11, is at the bat. Hard to see the numerals on this setup. Throw over the first is good. Third baseman Kirsten Albright over the Danielle Downs, out number 1 recorded.
Yeah, those camouflage uniforms play a little eye trick on you, doesn't it?
They're the worst things for a television and radio announcer. When you see a team wearing those, you're going, what?
Little extra challenge.
Number 8 to the plate, bunts it. Pitcher, Messer over the first. And they got her in time. 2 outs. Hallie Pierce on the bunt there. Let's see the replay. Bang, bang play at first. Messer picked it up, fired it. And she was called out. 2 out in the inning. Chelsea Lyons to the plate. She's reached on an error in her plate appearances. Goes up and fakes that bunt. Still 1-1 here, bottom of the 5th. Messer trying to work a 1-2-3 inning. Hit up the middle, and that's a base hit. There'll be no 1-2-3 inning. Lyons with a single.
Tell you, this South Georgia team, they're good contact hitters. They put the ball in play.
You don't want to, make any disparaging remarks, but this has been the crispest game of the tournament.
Yes.
With the way these two teams have played, the number 1 and 2 seeds. Grounded to the shortstop. Across the diamond throw, and they got her. Good play by the first baseman on the stretch as we watch the replay here. The shortstop, Taylor Little, across the diamond to Downs. Downs stretching, and it was close, but they got her. So nothing doing for South Georgia State. We go to the top of the stick, still 1-1. This is the GCAA Women's Softball Tournament on the GCAA Sports Network, powered by Jock Jive. Back up to shortstop. Lee has it. Over to first in plenty of time for out number 1. Summer Lee can pick it.
She's a good ball player, fundamentally sound. I like how she feels the ball.
Kirsten Albright comes to the plate, hitless in the ball game. Sarah Alderman, who made the catch in the last inning, awaits on deck. That pitch is just a bit outside. 1-0 to count. Everything at stake here in this one. Winner will play in the championship game tomorrow at 3. The loser will play the winner of Georgia Highlands Darton following this one. That'll be our 1 o'clock game tomorrow. That one sweeps outside. 3-ball count. Albright ahead in the count. Will probably be taking here. Let's see. And she is, and it's outside. It's a walk.
That's what you don't want to see, any free one. You want to put it in play.
So now let's see what they're going to do here. Alderman has singled in her plate appearances. Will they try to move up and play for a 2-out hit, or will they swing away?
Yeah, she found the corner.
Oh, and 1 to count. Oliver's pitch framed by the catcher, but no call. 1-1. The South Georgia State umpires were wanting that pitch.
Yeah. As a pitcher coming in, you got to figure out that umpire zone quick. What he's going to give
that
you and
pitch
what
on
he's
the
not.
outside corner. Nothing there. 2-1. Albright remains at first base. That pitch is in there for a strike. 2-2 the count.
Got to figure out what the blue wants.
Oliver delivers the 2-2 pitch. Just a bit outside, full count. Again, we're in the top of the 8th here, extra innings. Oliver delivers. Grounded. Shortstop charges to second. Got the force there. And out number 2 is recorded. Lee got it to Farmer for the force at second.
That's a nice heads-up play, knowing who your runners are. Typically, that could have been a play at first, but knowing your runners and where the play is, that's heads up by the shortstop.
So it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here. Looks like number 23, Caitlin Collins, stepping to the plate. So the runner will be at first with 2 gone. So Oliver to face Caitlin Collins, first time we've seen her. So Oliver will deliver. And it gets by the catcher, and the runner, Alderman, will advance to second. So now you have a runner in scoring position. A base hit could mean a run.
A base hit will make a difference now.
One 1-0 count. Oliver delivers. That one is inside. 2-0 the count. Oliver kicks and fires. That one sweeps outside. 3-0. And now the catcher is going to go out and talk to her pitcher here.
You know, a walk here won't hurt you with an open bag at 1. But with a pinch hitter coming in, you don't
the top of the order is waiting on deck.
You don't want to see that on deck. You don't want to lose this kid here.
We're in a tie ball game, 2-2, top of the 8th. We're in extra innings. Oliver delivers. That one caught the outside corner, 3-1. Taking all the way. Now this is the pitch to Georgia Military. You want something to happen. And it's lined up the middle, and it's going to drop for a hit. Alderman's going to chug around third, play at the plate, not in time. Alderman scores. Collins goes to second, and the pitch hit single, and Georgia Military leads it 3-2.
Wow. Pinch hit single, absolutely fantastic.
And Taylor Little's at the plate, and again, a runner is in scoring position for the top of the order. Watch it again. The center fielder charged, but could not get that sinking line drive, and the throw was just a couple of steps late. And now we have a pinch runner for Collins at second, courtesy runner. And I believe that's Jenny McDaniel back in.
Re-entering, yeah.
Re-entering the game. So now Taylor Little. Again, here's the replay. The center fielder actually made a pretty good play blocking the ball. If it got by her, Collins may have gone all the way. That pitch is in there for a strike. Watch that one. If we can show it again, the center fielder boxed it. If it would have got by her, it would have went straight to the wall. Next pitch is granted to the shortstop. Lee over to first. That ends the inning, but not before Georgia Military puts a big run up on the board as we watch the replay here. As we go out, it's 3-2, bottom of the 8th. Georgia Military on top. This is the GCAA Women's Softball Tournament on the GCAA Sports Network, powered by Jock Jive.
Southern to serve to begin this fifth time. He's got running room. Infield kicks it in. 40. Got one guy to beat, and he beats him easily into the end zone.
One right here on TopTime.com.
Mosley now is way in the game. She's been the head coach. But she's done her part for the season.
Bottom of the 8th inning about to get underway. We're going to see if the comeback kids have another comeback, but let's watch the scoring play from the inning before, where again the center fielder made a great play to stop this one. If it would have gotten behind her, there was nobody backing up. It went straight to the wall. That may have been an inside to Parker. But as it is, Caitlin Collins drove in the run, and it's 3-2. Great replay there. Great work by James. So Madison Messer, again, has the game on her arm. 3-2. Megan Farmer leads it off. 2, 3, and 4. Up the middle, base hit. The comeback kids have the leadoff batter on.
Trying to do it again.
Jordan Cruz dove for it, but couldn't knock it down. Even if she did, she wouldn't have got Farmer.
Be interesting to see what Nikki does here, number 3 stick
So
up
now
and line
you,
up.
I was thinking to say, now do you bunt with your power hitters up and give it to your 4th and 5th hitters? Messer's pitch on the inside, and no call there. 1-0 the count. The Never Say Die South Georgia State Hawks.
Tell you what, a lot of heart. Both of these teams.
Popped up. Shortstop drifts over in foul territory. Squeezes it for out number 1. Good play that time by Taylor Little, right on the straddling the fair and foul line. I think she actually was in fair territory when she caught it.
That's a good pitch by Messer, too, to jam her on the inside.
Right on the line. So 1 out. So Whitney Oliver at the plate. She wasn't bunting.
He was not.
Swung on and missed. 0-1 the count. So the strategy here is stringing together some hits to tie it up. 3, 4, and 5. You really can't question that strategy.
No, you can't. They've been doing it, I'm sure, all year long.
Pitch. High fly ball. Center fielder goes back. And it's
Oh,
over!
walk-off.
A walk-off for Whitney Oliver.
Holy cow. Can you say walk-off?
South Georgia State
GMC.
with the
bless their
walk-off
hearts, is
home run.
stunned. Uh-oh.
And now we got something called.
We got some controversy here.
Coach, I'm going to have to let you decipher that one.
I'm not sure what happened.
James, we got something happening here, but GMC's happy, but let's see what we're going to call. We got some major league controversy here. Nikki Levering out arguing, trying to get an explanation. We thought the game was over. And now let's see what we got. So we're trying to decipher this.
What was?
We're trying to get a.
Is it protestable?
So let's watch the replay again. I've got one of the officials here standing beside me. Again, it appears that the home run has been wiped off the boards. Oliver is back at the plate. So the runner left early. Is that the call? They were waving right there as the ball was going out. Let's see if we can show it on the replay. Wow. She did. She left early. Now we see the replay. James, great work. That negates the walk-off.
Tell you what.
The runner is out. Oliver stands at the plate.
I'd like to see that replay again when we get a chance.
So it's 3-2. It's not 4-3. It's 3-2. Georgia Military. Wow. Oliver at the plate. Again, watch the replay. We're watching the runner at first. And the runner at first left before.
You know, and the umpire right there on the replay, he
called it immediately.
There was no delay in it. Just we were disguised excitement of the home run walk-off.
So we saw a walk-off, and then we saw all the officials. Georgia Military 1 out away from advancing to the championship game in what would be an absolutely freakish and miraculous way to end the ball game.
Here.
And now we got something else happening here. Umpire Lee Gray is going over. Billy Mortensen. And we may have somebody saying something. And somebody is getting, I believe, tossed out of this ball game.
One of the spectators,
One of the spectators down here behind
still not
home
happy
plate.
about that call.
So we've seen it all. Extra innings, a walk-off home run that didn't count. It's still only 3-2. The tying run actually sits at the plate. Oliver had the walk-off that did not count because the runner from first left early.
Wow, you know, these kids are playing their hearts out. Emotions running high in and out of the stands. But
well,
wow.
Donna, the replay, it clearly shows the official was calling it immediately. The umpire immediately signaled it as the ball was in the air.
Absolutely. Here it is again.
So you see the umpire right there.
Immediately
calling it.
It was
before
the right call, not necessarily the call of South Georgia wanted, but it was the right call, and he called it immediately.
But the ball had not left the ballpark yet. He had already signaled something. So, again, everything kind of happening here as we got someone a little agitated in the stands being ejected. And
David Elder watching.
David Elder from his couch in his bunny shoes texts us and letting us know that he's watching. So 3-2.
Exciting game.
1 out away. Donna, this is what happens when you join us on a broadcast. I don't know if I can handle this again.
I don't know if I need to hang around the next game.
Thank you, Coach.
I may do a little too much.
Amber Miles, coach of Darton, gives me her lineup for the next game. Nothing like live sports here when you got everybody coming by. People are coming by looking at our replay, wanting to see what happened.
Yeah.
Messer getting some warm-up tosses down there in front of us. Again, right there, the official raises his hand, calls the runner out,
immediately,
and that ends the play right there.
Yeah.
But everybody got excited because Oliver put a charge in it and got it out of here. We thought it was a walk-off.
Got a 3-1 count here with 2 outs.
So now Oliver still represents the tying run. She can hit one out. She has proven it.
And the count's in her favor. 3-1
Messer.
count. Hitters count.
Pitches. Cut on and missed. 3-2 count. She got one more strike.
Dig back in and refocus here. Full count.
I believe the pitch when she hit a home run doesn't count either way, so Messer might have thought she had struck out, but she didn't. So Oliver grounds it. Second baseman picks it, throws from her knees, and Georgia Military College improbably wins this one in extra innings, 3-2, and we'll talk about this one for a long time here. Georgia Military 3-2. They will advance to the championship game tomorrow at 3 o'clock versus an opponent yet to be determined. But a great ball game here. Watch the replay as, again, Oliver skied one out, but the runner left too early from first, and that negates the walk-off. And again, here's the replay of the day right here. On the home run, that would have been a walk-off. The runner left early, and immediately it was called by the first base umpire. So Georgia Military wins it 3-2. For Donna Campbell, James Crenshaw, this is Mike Flowers. We got one more to go. This is the GCAA Women's Softball Tournament on the GCAA Sports Network, powered by Jock Jive.